Hey up everyone, welcome to the Rugby League History channel. Tonight I'll be doing my 2022 Betfred Super League Round 1 tips. The season's nearly upon us after a couple of months of having an off season, and like most years that you do the tipping, the early rounds are generally the hardest to pick because teams don't have any form going into the year. Of course, they play a couple of trial games, but overall there hasn't been a serious match played since the end of last year. So I'm expecting to either get none right this week, or I could get all right, or maybe I could feature somewhere in the middle. But it's going to be another great season, and we've got some great matchups coming up in round 1. So the first game kicks off on Thursday night, and it's the grand final rematch between St Helens and Catalan Dragons. This one is being played at the Totally Wicked Stadium, or Langtree Park as I like to call it. Kickoff is 8 o'clock at night, and it's on Sky Sports, so if you've got Sky Sports, it's on there. Catalan Dragons got so close last year to winning that Super League Grand Final. St Helens just got over the line in the end. They had some great matchups last year, some good games, and St Helens have brought in a couple of players for this year. So have Catalan Dragons. I'm pretty sure the Catalan Dragons players that were in that grand final last year have been thinking about that grand final loss throughout the off-season, and no doubt it would hurt, and they're no doubt going to be looking for revenge against St Helens. But St Helens are back-to-back champions for a reason, and even though I am a St Helens supporter, I have tried to look at this game without a bias, but I will go for St Helens to win this game. I think it's going to be very tight. I reckon that there'll probably be about a try in it, so I'll go for St Helens to win this match by 6 points on the Thursday night. On Friday, both games kick off at exactly the same time. The first one is Castleford against Salford. This one is kicking off at 8 o'clock at night on the Friday, and it's being played at Weldon Road. Castleford and Salford, if you watch me 2022 ladder prediction video, I predicted that both of these sides would miss the playoffs in 2022. I think I had Salford coming 10th and Castleford coming 9th. Salford's brought in a few players for this year, same as Castleford, same as a lot of teams. Most notably for Castleford, they brought in Jake Mamo, and they've brought in Mahi Fanua, and they've brought in a couple of other players that have Super League and NRL experience. And for Salford, I think probably the biggest signing that they made is Brodie Croft, who was supposed to be the next Cooper Cronk, and now he's over in England, and he's looking to maybe try to resurrect his career, trying to prove a point that maybe someone should be giving him another go in the NRL. For this match, I will back the home side. I'll go for Castleford to win by 6 to 12 points. I think I'll mainly go for them just for the home ground advantage and the fact that I think on paper their side is slightly better than Salford's. The main game on the Friday night is Hull Kingston Rovers up against Wigan. This one is kicking off at 8 o'clock at night. It's being played at Craven Park, and it's live on Sky Sports. Last year, Hull Kingston Rovers did the double over Wigan, which is something that doesn't happen that often. And Hull Kingston Rovers had a great season last year. Wigan were a bit on the slide. This year is going to be a very interesting year for Wigan. A lot of people have them finishing around 4th or 5th, and a few people have tipped Hull Kingston Rovers to once again make the playoffs. For this match, I will go for the away side. I'll go for Wigan to win between 6 to 12 points. I think this might be one of the best games of the round, and I think for Hull Kingston Rovers, they'll be looking to get another victory over Wigan. But Wigan have had a long off season, and they got a new coach, and we'll see how they go on Friday night. The first game on the Saturday. Now this one is kicking off at 12:30. It's a lunchtime kickoff, and it's on Channel 4. This is the first match to be broadcast on Channel 4. It sees Leeds and Warrington at Helens. This is a game where I think at the end of the year, these two sides will be playing each other in that playoff series. If you watch my ladder prediction video, I've got Leeds coming 3rd and Warrington coming 4th. I think both of these sides are in for a big year. this could potentially, along with the St Helens and Catalan game and the Hull Kingston Rovers and Wigan game, this could be one of the matches of the round. It's going to be a good game, and Leeds have added a few players to their squad this year. Warrington have done the same. I will go for the home side in this match though, however. I think that this match is going to be a lot like the St Helens and Catalan game. So I think there'll probably be a try in it or so, or maybe a try or two tries. So I will go for Leeds to win by 6 points. I think they'll be just a bit too strong for Warrington, but this certainly won't be the last time that these two sides meet in 2022. The next game on the Saturday is Toulouse Olympique against Huddersfield. This one is kicking off 8 o'clock French time and 7 o'clock in England. The match is being played at the Stade Ernest Vallon. This is Toulouse Olympique's first ever match in the Super League. They went undefeated last year in Championship. But as I said in my ladder prediction video, playing against Dewsbury, Oldham, Swinton, Whitehaven is much different to playing against St Helens, Catalan, Leeds, Warrington, etc. And even Huddersfield will be a different opponent to some of the clubs that they faced in Championship there. Huddersfield have signed quite a few players, as they did last year. They've signed a few more going into this year. They're looking to reach the playoffs. For Toulouse Olympique, going into this match, they're trying to get off to the best possible start. They're going to be looking for a win. With a lot of their players, though, however, they've had some issues with COVID and players being reluctant to be vaccinated and players that have either walked out of the club. There was one of their best players over the last few years that in the last 2 weeks or so, he walked out in the club. It wasn't specified why, but most people speculate it was because of COVID. That was Jonathan Ford. I think for this game, even though Toulouse Olympique will have the home ground advantage and Huddersfield will have a few fans inside the ground, but I think 95% of the ground will be Toulouse Olympique. I will go for Huddersfield to win this match by 12 points. I think just that Super League experience and just the calibre of players that they have opposed to Toulouse Olympique will be too strong for Toulouse. And the final game to close out round 1 of the Betfred Super League in 2022 is Wakefield Trinity up against Hull FC. This one's kicking off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the Sunday. It's being played at the B Wells Support Stadium, or as some other people will call it, me included, the Bellevue. So for Wakefield Trinity, I predicted at the start of the year that they wouldn't but they wouldn't make the playoffs this year. They'd come in 11th place. As for Hull FC, if you watch my ladder prediction video, I had them coming in at 6th. But in that testimonial match, they suffered a hammer blow. Jake Connor's out for a few weeks with that broken hand. He's their star player in my personal opinion, and they're really going to miss him out there on the pitch on Sunday. But they've got some other players back from injury and ready to go this season. This match is actually probably, for myself, the hardest to pick for the week. Not only is it round 1, which makes it hard, but Hull FC, their sort of trial form and their form going into the year hasn't been particularly good. Jake Connor's out. With Wakefield, their form hasn't been great in the trials either, but trials are trials, we all know that. And I've been thinking about, should I go for Wakefield because of the home ground advantage, or should I go for Hull FC? And I'll go for Hull FC to win this match. I don't think that they'll win by a lot, though. I think this will be quite a good game for round 1. So I'll go for Hull FC to win between 1 to 12. I don't think there'll be too much in it, but I'll go for the Black and Whites to win on Sunday. Anyways, everyone, that's my tips for round 1 of the 2022 Betfred Super League. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below who you're tipping this weekend. So anyways, this has been Rugby League History. I'll be doing another video very, very soon, and I'll catch us all in that one. Tatty bye for now.